just
Well,
nervous.
welcome back to another episode of the Brover Office Podcast here. As
We
Joe
back.
says, today is a very special episode.
Another
Very
First of all-
special episode.
They're all
First of all,
special.
shout out to Joe because he ain't here right now. He currently just landed
Yeah.
from Atlanta making that bread. So shout out to Joe. He might be in a little
That
later,
boy,
but
that boy.
If y'all see
Yeah,
him just
that's
walk
that
in,
boy.
he going to just walk right in
That's
there.
celeb life.
yeah. So,
The boy
like I
different.
said, shout out to Joe, TJ, Rod.
Yeah.
How y'all doing, man?
What's up? What's up?
You already know, man.
I'm
Y'all
good.
doing good. Y'all doing good.
We about to get to it.
Well, today's not only a special episode because
Here we go.
we're back because we're back on video, right?
Right.
Today's also a special episode because we have a special guest in the building.
Yes, sir.
You know,
yeah.
some might call him a songwriter, a musician,
yeah.
a very talented singer.
Yes.
You know, this man's put the curls before Jerry did. You know what I mean? So it's
All the above.
drip God. You know what I mean?
Or
So
as
go ahead.
a, he
Go
calls
ahead.
him SLJ, but we're not going to call him that this episode.
Please don't. Please don't do that.
So without further ado, welcome to the podcast, fellas. What do you want me to call you? Jonathan Dunn? John Mcaiiah? What
Just Mcaiiah. You just want to be
Yeah,
by
yeah, what you
stage
want?
you
name.
just go. Yeah. Go,
Okay.
Yeah.
Got
just go
you.
with it. Let it flow.
Well, welcome. Thank you.
Welcome.
Hey, thanks
for
for
joining
having me,
us.
y'all. I'm excited.
So what we like to do when we have our guests, we like our guests to just tell our listeners a little bit about themselves. Just a brief synopsis is what I'll say.
Oh, I don't like that. Okay, so I am a singer-songwriter from the Northern Virginia area. Fairly new to the game, been singing forever, but like starting to now take it seriously, starting to now put some time, some energy, a lot of money into it. And yeah, I am someone who likes to create from all the chaos in my life and create something that's lit, something that's beautiful, something that people can relate to. And yeah, that's about it.
It's beautiful.
That's
So,
tough.
Beautiful.
Like I know you said you started with like your songwriting, right? And
Yeah.
like you just dropped a new single, right?
Dropped the EP.
EP. My
Full
bad.
EP.
See, here's
Full
the, see, I don't understand this musical language.
You know,
So go
the
ahead.
EP
My bad.
that-
Go ahead.
EP, extended play, is like a short album basically. So like I dropped a new EP. There's 4
Birthday.
songs. Birthday.
Yeah.
That thing tripped everyone up. It's not my birthday. It wasn't dropped on my birthday.
Yeah.
The title was birthday.
Yeah.
But yeah, so 4 songs. Just dropped that now a month ago now, almost. Yeah, March 4th. So yeah, it's been a month.
That's dope. So like, how do you feel like when you're? Because I know you said when you songwrite, right? You kind of come from the heart, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, what kind of like? Let's start off with like, what kind of gives you like inspiration to just get in the booth and start writing and singing and stuff like that?
So I'm always writing. I think I'm never not writing is a better way of saying it. Like
Yeah.
if I'm in the shower, if I'm on the toilet, if I'm driving down the street, like whatever
Yeah.
it is, I'm always like recording something or like a thought will pop in my head. But like mostly it's life experiences, whether it's my personal life experiences, things that I've seen friends, loved ones go through. I tend to like pull from like different memories and things that I've been through and then kind of create something that I hope is magical.
Got you.
Yeah.
Y'all got any questions for him?
I mean, you kind of went into like, you said you're always writing, so you're like a true singer-songwriter in that regard. But what about a little more about like your philosophy behind making music? Maybe like, because I know on your Instagram the other day you put like, if music doesn't like touch my heart, like I don't want to listen to it.
Yeah.
So is that kind of how you approach your own music as well?
So
Or-
yeah, I think music can be so many different things to different people, right? You have like lit
Yeah.
music that's just like you riding on a car, you just want something to vibe to. Then you have
Turn
songs,
up.
you have songs that you can work out to, songs you can like sit in your room and cry to. Like it's different things for different people. So I don't want it to like, I don't want to only have one lane. But for me, my thing is just music that like, I don't know, feels like real.
Yeah.
Like
Feel that.
I think a lot of times, especially nowadays, the vibe is just like, how can we get something to be like trending? How can we get something to like pop on TikTok? Something
Yeah.
that sounds cool, but like when you really listen to the lyrics, it doesn't really say anything. Like I don't believe in that. And like it's cool. Like I listen to those songs. Like it's still cool. But like for me, I need something like with some depth behind it. Like it could be lit, but it's got to be some depth there too. Because it feels like a waste if not. Like I just can't. I could throw a song together in 20 minutes and it could be lit, but like it's got to have some truth, some like
substance.
meaning. Yeah, some substance behind it.
So like I know we was talking about the EP and stuff. So like, is this like your first one that you feel like you were like able to like truly like have that freedom per se and like knowing who you are and like just being comfortable and stuff like that?
Yeah, I think the EP really more than anything, the EP felt like it was for me. Like of course I wanted everyone to like listen to it, rock with it, you know, share it, all these things. Like everyone wants everything to blow up. But like I think that was more kind of like me coming into like the artist that I want to be. You know, I put out music, y'all know, it's been like these random sporadic songs every like 3 or 4 years, and like some of them are okay, a lot of them aren't. But like I think I knew I wanted to put out an EP when people would ask me about my music, and I wasn't proud to send them to look at some of the songs. Like be like, "Oh, you sing? But you have music out?" I'm like, I do, but like you know, I'm not really. I wasn't really eager to be like, "Yeah, go check it out." But like now I have that project out, and I'm like, "Yeah, I could stand behind that." Like, go check out the EP, and like that's a lit feeling.
That's dope. I feel like, especially when it comes, like you said, with creating stuff like that. Of course, you want to be proud of your stuff, and so like, I feel like when it comes to that, no, that's dope.
Yeah,
it's really dope. That's really dope.
What not was the hardest song to make, but what was the song that had the most challenge for you? I guess it's probably Push Pull or number 3. I forget the name, but
I don't know. So there's different things. Like emotionally, Birthday was the toughest song to like record it and like just to do anything with. Like it was the toughest song because like, you know, you want to record in a way that's like authentic and you can hear the passion, so you got to like relive all that. Like that's a whole thing.
Subject matter.
Yeah. It's tough. But on a very practical level, I struggled with All Right because I didn't really like the song when I wrote it.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't really a fan.
I think that's Kaylin's favorite song.
Yeah, that might be my favorite.
It's a lot of All Right is the hit. Like, I'm
might
saying,
be.
Like I don't disagree. But
A lot of people like All Right.
Yeah, and I love that. But like when I wrote it, like I was like, this could either really hit or it could sound like Kids Bop. Like you know, it just because like it's not recorded yet. It's all in your head, and I'm like this. Like I see the vision, I hear it, but like if it's not laid down right, like this could really miss. And I almost cut it. Like I remember before recording the album, like before going to the studio, I was like, I should probably write a different song. Like I don't know if this is it, but I just went with it. And shout out to my producer, he was very helpful in the studio with like helping to like pull out different little ways of singing it and like different little effects and stuff. But I think too, I'd be a deep thinker, and like All Right just felt like it didn't really challenge me lyrically. Like I wrote it very easily, and that felt like there's not really much value here. But like I need to also balance that out. Like everything doesn't need to be like this heart wrenching song. Like you can find balance with all that. But I'm glad I went with it because apparently that's the one.
So a question I have off the top of my head. So like, do you remember when like you like started to like songwrite and just enjoy writing music? Like what age that was and like kind of what made you get there?
Oh, that's a tough one. So I've been writing music for as long as I can remember, and they've been horrible songs. I remember I used to record on like my family's desktop computer that was like destroyed by LimeWire. I had like this little bootleg mic, and I would just like sing at the top of my lungs, probably destroying my lungs. It's like I've been writing forever, and thankfully no one has proof of those songs because they're embarrassing. But I don't know. I think since I started releasing songs, that's when I started to like enjoy the process. So like maybe the last 4 or 5 years, something like that. And I think with every year, I try to like elevate my songwriting and like build on top of that. I think where I'm at now is I'm like, it's nice when people like my voice. Like that's always a nice thing.
Yeah.
But I would much rather be known for like my writing. Like it's a much bigger and like more impactful compliment for someone to like compliment my writing than my voice. Cause like my voice is my voice. Like you could practice, but like it is what it is. But like the writing is like there's so much intentionality in that, and like so much of like who I am in that. It hits different for sure.
Got you.
sure.
Yeah.
Now, if you had, let's say, if you had an artist, right? You can have any artist in the world right now. They come to you and they're like, John, I want you to write a song, or I want you to, let's collab and write a song and sing
Be
a
on the
song
song
together.
with me.
Yeah, like be on the song with you. Who you picking? Anybody in the world?
I'd have to go Bieber.
Bieber?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think.
I mean,
First
that's
of
a good
all,
pick.
yeah.
That's tough. That's tough.
I'm cool with that.
I mean, pop. Like, if I had to pick a genre that I want to stick with, it's gonna be pop. And I think no one has like demolished the game the way he has. Like, he has just like crushed the pop lane consistently, and like, of course, I'm gonna rock out with that. Yeah,
Yeah, Bieber hit different.
he does, and I think he's also. I think where he is now, a believer now, but like I think in these last few years, I've seen it change in like his music, where like there's a lot more in his lyrics than like I think what used to be. Like, it's not just like writing a lit song. Like, I feel like there's more. He's sharing a story more. Like, it's more depth there. Like, I can relate to that.
Yeah.
And then every song be lit. Like, there be no skips. So like, of course, I'm gonna want to hop on that.
Yeah,
I feel you.
Facts. I feel like because Bieber just he became. Well, was he? He wasn't always a Christian, right? He just became like 3-4
I want
years
to
ago.
say 3.
I don't know if he was like churchy before,
But, yeah.
But like,
I always feel like he said that he was like.
Well, no, because his mom used to go to church. I know.
Yeah.
So he might have been
So
involved.
he kind of
but not.
already.
I would know
Yeah.
way back in the day. I watched his documentary movie thing or whatever, and I'm pretty sure it talked about that, like his mom going to church and whatnot. But
maybe he rededicated a couple years ago.
Yeah.
You know, we all do that.
That's true.
Because he was going to that. What's the pastor name in California?
wilding out. He
His
was,
church, but he don't
with,
really believe in that no more.
Not Hillsong.
No. Wasn't it Richard Wilkinson?
No,
Wait, who was
Carl Lentz.
Carl Lentz.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's like cheated on his wife, right?
Who's the that they have a bunch
First of all,
Get messy. This is about to get messy.
I'm only saying
if
that
he did
'cause
do that, let's not spread misinformation.
I'm just saying
You already
because
spread it.
Yeah,
It's too
Kaylin
late.
and
Tell
I-
us in the comments.
Kaylin and I was watching the documentary on that church, and they have like a lot of stuff that's like wrong with them. They're from Australia. It's not Hillsong. It's another huge church that was big in like
Australia,
the early 2000s. I forget the name of it, but if y'all heard it, y'all would know it. But yeah.
About let's go with, since we're talking about the Hill song and stuff like that. You've heard of Maverick City, right?
Right.
Of course. How do you feel about like the genre of that type of music? Because it almost seems like, because I feel like anytime you have somebody come out big like Maverick City or something like that, you tend to have people who just hop on the trend.
Sure.
And so, like, how do you feel about, I guess, like, the importance of having, like, a unique sound versus hopping on the trend, if that makes sense?
So that's tough. I'll say for me, I struggled with that because, like, of course, you want to be different, you want to be unique, but like in the music industry, there's like this is how it works, right? So like, if you're too different and too unique, you don't really fit in any lane,
Yeah.
and like no one's gonna be able to find you.
Yeah.
I think what's cool about Maverick is like I think they've opened up a whole new lane that like people might bandwagon and like copy all of that off of that, but I think I look at it from like the perspective of like they've opened a new door, and now artists that like maybe didn't feel confident going in that route maybe now feel like they see a success story. They're like,
Yeah.
okay, I could do that too.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's tough because being different sets you apart, but like you kind of need to be. There's got to be a balance.
Gotcha.
Because like if you're too different, like people aren't gonna find you. Like you gotta fit within some type of like lane, and like most of that is like the genres that are in with the music industry. You gotta fit within like some of them,
Gotcha.
or at least one of them. So, yeah.
Gotcha. Anything the same, man? You quiet over there, man.
So you talk about the whole industry plant, unsigned artists, signed artists. Where do you see yourself going? Or is it going to be, if the label comes calling, am I signing to the label? Or I'm going to just keep this thing independent and do my own thing?
So I think if you were to ask me that a few years ago, my goal would be to be signed by a major label, and like that would be like, I would catapult from there.
The goal.
Yeah, like that would be the major goal. But now not that I want my goals to be more realistic, but like I don't want to depend on somebody to like save me and make me into something. Like I want to build that on my own. So I think my goal now is to be an independent artist. I'm like a preemie now. I'm a premature artist now, so I'm not there yet. I got a lot more work to do, but I'm I'm doing it. But I think what my goal is to have a comfortable life, and for my music to be my main source of income. And then kind of see where life takes me from there. Like if a major label calls and the money's looking right and the contract is looking right, I'm not gonna say, let's chit chat, let's talk. You feel me? But I'm not gonna look for someone to like discover me and then make my music career from there. I want to start building now and like build an authentic community of like people that like really rock with me and then go from there.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this, because it's like, I know what are your goals in music? Because I know like sometimes, I mean, at least the way we grew up in like the Christian world, and you have Christian people like Lecrae and all of these other things, and it's difficult because you don't want to put yourself in a box and stuff like that, as far as stuff like that. So like, where do you kind of like see yourself going in that direction?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question. I think for me, again, if you were to ask me this a couple of years ago, I think when I first started to like record or write music, I was trying to find a blend between the two. Like I want to still be lit, but like still be a Christian artist and like still write songs about God and like, but like a lot of that was just out of fear and just insecurity of like not knowing what I felt I could do, what I felt was right. Like like not really knowing where I stand on certain topics. But where I'm at now is like I'm a believer. I'm a Christian. I'm also a human.
Yeah.
And so I don't think I'm at a place now where I want to like tailor my life too much to where I can only sing about God in this way.
Yeah.
I think in everything that I sing, I'm singing from a believer's perspective.
Yeah.
Right. But like we as believers still experience life. We still experience heartbreak and trauma and resentment and anger and all these things. So like I want to sing about all that unrestrained. Like not that I'm gonna be out here wilding, right?
Yeah,
but like we're not going to the Romans road on every track.
100%.
Like they have worship music for that.
Yeah,
and I love me some worship music, but that's not what I do.
Yeah,
and like I'm now in a place where I'm confident about that.
Okay,
and I think there's beauty in that. Like we have different artists that can fulfill and like be down different lanes, but like all from a Christian standpoint.
Yeah. I feel that.
Top 5 artists.
Oh, don't do this.
You. No.
Don't do this.
No. I'm not asking for everybody else's opinion. I'm asking for you.
I know.
First of all,
I know some that's
did he
on
just
there.
like disrespect us right there?
How?
He said, I don't care about y'all.
No. Because you know jokers be finicky. I'm not going.
He might have.
Who was finicky?
Everybody's
sorry, my
finicky.
bad.
Our listenership could be finicky. I'm calling them out too. I'm not worried about what they want.
Let me tell
We
you
love
something.
you, listeners.
I love y'all too.
They don't
I don't want to know what y'all think. I want to know what this
If
man's
this man
thinking.
disrespect me one more time.
Listen, we'll talk about y'all top 5 later.
But my bad. Go ahead.
I'm not going to be able to answer that because
I mean, I know Chris Brown on that list.
Yeah.
my problem is like I have like favorites for different reasons. Like I think Chris Brown is one of the best like musical entertainers.
Okay.
I think he has one of the brightest like musical minds. So like there's like I like people for different reasons. Like Leanne LaHavis, I think she has one of the most beautiful voices in the game. So like it's hard to have a top 5 that like transcends all the different reasons.
Okay.
Let's say
Clean it
top
up.
5.
Don't do this.
So you breaking in category?
Singers.
Top 5 singers.
Vocally?
Vocalists. Yeah, let's say.
All right, let's
do
go.
vocalists.
But what is that? First of all, explain what is that? Like, what is your criteria? Because versatility can mean vocally, range. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean the good thing about music is like you don't have to fit just one audience, right? You don't have to be good at just one thing. Like there's different things. I think vocalist is my criteria is like have you like really mastered your voice and like mastered your sound to where like you have like reached like the peak, like there's nothing you can't do vocally. Like you've maxed out on your own potential. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I'll give an example. Jessie J is I think
I knew you were going to say that.
I think and like the thing is I'm not a huge fan of her music. I think her songwriting doesn't always hit for me.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't. But like her voice
But boy.
is
Yeah,
bananas.
she's tough.
Yeah, her voice
Like
is crazy.
I don't think anyone's touching her vocally. Another one. You okay?
Are you okay?
we're just having a great old time, y'all.
Ooh, I don't know. Listen, there's a lot of. I don't know. I mean,
I know for me, vocally, Jasmine Sullivan.
Okay,
is up
I was
there.
going there
Okay,
next.
yeah.
I was going there next.
And I figured you were going there next,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Jessie J, Jasmine Sullivan. I'm trying to think of another one. A little controversial. I don't think Adele belongs on that list. I think she's a great vocalist. But like, I don't think. I'm more impressed by. I forgot her name. She just put out an album. I think she went to Liberty. I forgot her name.
she was at Liberty.
Now it's gonna bother me.
Is she a small artist?
She's a smaller. She was on Drake's album Yebba. Like,
Oh.
I'm more
Oh,
impressed.
She went to
yeah.
Liberty?
Yebba's
I
fire.
think so.
Nah,
I didn't know
Yebba's
that.
fire.
I think so. I'm
I
more
didn't know
impressed
that.
with
Yeah,
like,
back in
yeah,
the day, 'cause
yeah,
she's like
yeah.
my age.
For real? Oh, I ain't know that.
yeah, like Yebba's one where like you have like mastered your craft. Like you be doing stuff with your voice that just doesn't make sense. Like that's what impresses me. I don't know if I gave 5. There was I guess 3. Sure.
She just
cool,
put out an
cool.
album. I know
Yeah.
that.
She put out one.
Yeah.
Did she?
Yeah.
I thought
She-
it was just an E EP.
No, she.
I think it was like a.
It's like 8 songs or something like that.
Yeah.
So if it's an EP, it's a long EP.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't give you 5 because I can't think of 5, but I'll give you a couple. Does that work?
Nah,
I will
I'm cool
say
with that. I'm cool with
I
that.
feel like the female vocalists have been outshining the men, in my opinion.
No, I
yeah,
agree.
they've been killing it.
Especially vocalists.
I agree. I think, yeah, I think also too like men, we be on some like R&B type stuff where we just trying to like sing and making music, and like you can't
R.
really.
Kelly. Yeah.
What'd you say?
What?
What you say?
I said R. Kelly. I
You
said R.
can't really
Kelly.
like
Talking about the
display.
Pied Piper of R&B.
Oh, see,
Let me tell you.
you can't really do the most in like those chill songs.
Yeah.
Like think of like a Tori Kelly. Like some people don't like her voice, but like she has like mastered her voice. Like she be doing some crazy stuff. But like there's not really guys out there that are singing like that. Like it just be more
I
chill
think she's
vibes.
good too, but I think I put her more in the singer songwriter.
Okay, I feel that.
But yeah, because I mean, her music ain't really good. It's straight to me.
Yeah, like I mean, she's
She has some good songs, and then others is just like
But I mean,
Yeah.
vocally, she
yeah,
can
it's similar
knock
to
it
a
out the
Jessie
park.
J, where it's like just vocally, like you are ridiculous.
and she's been that way like since I heard
Yeah,
her. So
yeah.
I mean, but that just goes to show you how hard it is to make good music,
Yeah.
facts.
no matter how good of a vocalist you are.
Yeah, I mean that goes back to what I was saying. Like I love good voices, but like you can find a good voice anywhere. Like I want to find like the real talent behind what makes your music great. Like that's what I'm focused on.
I feel
No, yeah, that's dope. I feel like. So you said Jessie J. Who else you said?
Jasmine Sullivan.
Jasmine Sullivan. Yebba.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but-
Well, okay, how do we feel? Because I'm not a musical.
I'm fine with that list.
I'm
cool with that
listen,
list,
I'm
too.
not a musical genius, so comments don't come at me. But how do we feel about Beyonce's voice vocally? Is that disrespectful to even mention
I
her?
feel like
don't know.
Beyonce is just like, it's so hard because me personally, I feel like she's just on another level.
Yeah.
And while she does have good vocals, I feel like just her performing, how great of an artist, like an artist she is, I feel like it's just, like she's on that like Michael Jackson level to me.
Yeah.
Like greatest, on
yeah.
like one of the greatest performers, artists of all time.
Yeah, period. Yeah.
Chris Brown too. Like
Chris Brown's
on that
yeah.
type of level.
Man, don't get me started because Chris Brown, he's not gonna get the respect he deserves. But I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that. But yeah, I think Beyonce, I like some people like her voice, some people don't. Like the one thing you're gonna do is put some respect on like what she's done. She has outworked everyone. and like continues to, and she's in her like 40s now.
Yeah.
Like ain't nobody touching Beyonce with what she's accomplished and what she can do.
Yeah.
Like if Beyonce's on it, it's gonna be fire.
Yeah.
I like her voice personally.
I think I think after a while I'll be like, all right, Beyonce, you're doing a lot of screaming, but like,
Yeah.
but like no, like I like her voice too. She can sing, like hands down.
Have y'all ever heard of Ava Maria? Her singing
Ave Maria.
Ave Maria.
You so black, yeah.
Yeah,
This podcast is
but I
black.
feel like because like I don't know, maybe I didn't really respect Beyonce's voice until I really heard that song like that. Because I was like, because I had no idea she could hit them runs and sing that, that high and that vocally. So like for me, when I heard that, I was like, yeah, Beyonce different. Even though she is a great entertainer, but she can vocally, she has a great
You didn't
voice
get that
to me
from
as
Love
well.
on Top?
Well, I don't.
His music game.
Yeah,
His
I
music.
know. I know what it is, but I wasn't really
She
listening
be
to it
singing
like
while
that.
upside down, going 50 miles per hour.
Right.
She does the most. It doesn't
She's
make
doing
sense.
dances on
Yeah,
stage.
yeah,
while
she
she's singing
different.
too.
With a
It's
broken
just-
hip, and then still,
Right.
yeah, she's a mutant.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Beyonce's up there for me. Not I don't really listen to Beyonce because her music ain't for me.
Yeah, you're not the intended
But if I
audience.
had to vocally, I would at least consider her for sure. In my
I
opinion.
respect that.
Yeah.
My opinion.
What about you, Rod?
This is about to be the most
Anybody to add to the list?
generic answer I'm about to say ever.
Oh boy,
I know. What about her?
I love her.
Okay.
Like love.
Yeah.
Ditto.
Her music
She
is
can
so
have my body.
chill
Yeah.
that I don't know that I could say.
I almost put her in like a lo-fi
Yeah.
Yeah,
category.
Yeah.
Because
I'm
like
tryna-
she
yeah.
definitely has like
she could sing.
yeah.
Yeah,
But she
but, like-
doesn't have like I don't feel like she has like lit songs.
No, her songs aren't really lit.
Nah.
They're
Maybe
a
like a
vibe.
couple.
They're gonna like it's gonna be a vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it's hard to put her in like up against like these really strong vocalists because the way she sings is so like relaxed and chill, almost like a Janae Aiko.
I feel that.
It's
yeah.
like they don't really have to do too much. Like that's kind of the point, you know.
Yeah.
So it's hard to like compare them to people that do the uttermost.
She also plays instruments too.
Yeah,
so.
she's fire. Yeah. Yeah. I forgot what award or what it was, but she got up there on some electric guitar, and I was like, "You got it."
Was that like a Super Bowl or something? Like last year or
did she
something?
do the
I
Super
feel
Bowl?
like I
It was
remember that.
something. It was
some
something.
show,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, okay.
Went
You're like,
crazy.
"You got it."
She was like Prince. She pulled out a guitar.
yeah, exactly.
A guitar or guitar?
A keytar.
Guitar.
Oh,
She
like
went crazy.
with the piano was
Yeah.
yeah. I do that. I do that.
so black.
I do that. I do that. Yeah, I do that. Of course, yeah, I knew that. Of course. Yeah, I do that. Mhm. No, I mean, her's dope. I like her.
Oh yeah.
She's an extremely attractive woman as well. As,
She's your age. Too.
she's my age.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
He about to write a chorus
That's,
about it.
yeah, I'm about to.
You
I'm
about to
about to
shoot your
write.
shot?
I'm about to start Stripper of Love Part 2.
Can you tell us a little bit about what's coming? What you have working on, maybe your
Yes.
album plans?
So where I'm at. So let me go back. So releasing an EP wasn't the wisest decision if you were to ask like any type of like music guru, music business person. Like the vibe now is singles only. That's the way like the industry is going like that. So I released the EP just because I wanted to.
Yeah.
But like where I'm going with it now is a lot more singles, some more like video content. I think what you'll notice over time is like I'm learning a lot. And so I think 6 months from now, I'll be a completely different artist. A year from now, like I'm trying to elevate at every level.
Yeah.
Like I've already written 2 new songs. I think they are fire. I plan to release them as singles eventually, but like I'm trying to step it up. So like I released the EP. I'm happy with that, but like what's next? Like I'm trying to elevate at every turn.
Yeah.
And so
We
yeah,
love
like
that.
I'm not settling for like I'm not going back. I'm not settling for like this is good enough. Like we trying to really do some things. So there's much more to come.
We
And
working.
like it'll be better. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sir. Yes,
It'll be
sir.
better each time. Yeah, I feel you.
Yes, sir. I guess, and for me, I know you asked your question, so
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
so I think I should have my question too. So like,
Rod gonna have advice. So
what if you so like, what do you say to, let's say a kid's watching, right?
Okay.
And they're like, man, I like singing, I kind of like songwriting and stuff like that. What would you say to that kid or that boy or girl who's like, I'm listening to John right now and he's inspiring me to do what I like to do. So what advice would you give to that kid?
That's a good question. I think what I would say is to find your superpower. I think what's difficult, especially when you're a creative, is comparison and like trying to like level up and match someone who's like so much farther in the game. And like I get that, it's natural, we all do that.
Yeah.
But like find out what sets you apart.
Yeah.
Right. So like for me as a singer, I'll just be honest, I'm not limiting myself, but I'm not gonna be on that list of like the greatest vocalists out there. I'm just not. I'm not on their level and I won't be there. Right.
Yeah.
But like what I've learned to do is like find out like what sets me apart. Like what can I do that like can't nobody else do like me?
Yeah.
Right. And like music is like wide open in that way. Like you can be you and like build an audience that like likes your music and it may be very different, but like there's opportunity out here. But like I think the biggest thing is just find some confidence in like what sets you apart.
Yeah.
And like lean into like what you can do specifically as you that can't nobody else do like you.
That's dope. That's dope. Hey kids, I hope you're listening. And even adults who are waiting
Everybody,
35 years to chase your dreams.
Everybody.
Chase them dreams.
No matter what field, no matter what craft, find out what you can do that can't nobody do like you and kill that.
it's great advice.
Yeah.
This is tremendous advice.
Looks like I'm going
You
back.
have just helped me. I'm not gonna lie to you. You have literally just helped me.
No, that's fact. Because you could find someone that's more talented than you. Mm-hmm. You could find someone that may have more resources than you.
Yeah.
But can't nobody be you. So like find out, like hone that and like
Kill it.
yeah, absolutely.
I'm about to go back and write my bars.
Wait, what? Whoa, wait. You a rapper?
No.
You got for the people, Rod?
I think John said it best, man. That's the best advice. Find your own lane. Find out what you're great at. And then once you find what that is, put that work in.
Yeah.
And just keep adding to it. Keep going with it. Keep grinding with it. Make it perfect as best as you can. And use that thing. Get you to the next level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, this was fun, fellas.
This is
It
great.
was great. Thank you.
Thanks for having me, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Pleasure.
It was definitely
Yes,
an
sir.
honor. You know.
Yes, sir. First of all, like I said, we should definitely have him back on.
Most
100%. Especially when Joe's here next time, too.
Oh, yeah.
Because then we could get the conversation flowing more, too. But this was dope. This is dope.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I guess before we go, if you want people to follow you or whatever, just shout out your stuff if you want to. If you don't,
You can look up the music. The artist name is Mcaiiah or Mcaiiah. You say it however you want to. It's spelled Mcaiiah. You can find me on IG the same. TikTok, it's a little dormant, but I'm on there too. Just look up Mcaiiah and you'll find me somewhere. So, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Well, that's all I got.
I'm good.
Hey, I'm good.
I'm out.
We out?
We out.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Yes, sir.